everyone, my name is Jessica, and I am the 4-H and Ag Agent in Grant County, New Mexico. And this presentation is all about show stock selection and is brought to you by the Grant County Cooperative Extension Service. What do you want to get out of the project? Experience? Hard work? Responsibility? Success? Price only determines ownership. Investing in these projects is not cheap. You must know what you're looking at and looking for. To begin, it's best to establish some goals. What do you want to get out of the project? Experience? Responsibility? Hard work? Success? Next, it is important to make sure that your budget can accommodate your goals. Investing in these projects is not cheap, but can be done by spending a reasonable amount and understanding that price only determines ownership. The higher the price does not always equal the higher quality animal, but you must know what you're looking at and looking for. Young show stock can be difficult to evaluate. The average cost of a swine project, you're going to spend about $500 on the purchase price of the animal. Feed costs are going to be about $500 for each animal, and then additional supplies, vet costs, and other fees. Your total average cost for feeding one head would be about $1,500. The average cost of a goat project, your purchase price is going to be somewhere around $800. Feed costs coming in at around $250, as well as additional supplies, fees, vet costs, for a total cost of about $1,500 per head. The average cost of a sheep, your base price is going to be around $900. Feed costs somewhere around $350. Additionally, all of your supplies, vet costs, and additional fees. So you're looking at a total average cost of $1,800 per head. Once you have your goals and budget in mind, the next thing to consider is facilities. You will need a windbreak, some sort of shade, something that's dog-proof or predator-proof, something that's also fire-proof, availability of cool water, availability of clean water, as well as clean pens. Your show stock will need clean bedding and some element of temperature control. Bedding that you can use can be dirt, sand, crusher fines, cement, or shavings. Temperatures, you'll need a heat lamp if it's 60 degrees or cooler, and fans if it's 90 degrees or hotter. No matter what, you must have proper ventilation. Selecting a good show pig prospect is the number one contributor to success. Age, weight, breed type, structure, and gender are all part of the selection criteria. Pigs intended for livestock shows in the fall are typically born in February and March. They are purchased when they are 1 to 2 months old and are also market ready by about 6 to 7 months of age. Baby pigs are weaned from sows and begin eating feed when they weigh approximately 18 to 20 pounds. Prospect hogs typically remain on feed for 120 days and gain almost 1 pound per day at the beginning of the feeding period, approximately 1.5 pounds per day towards the end of the feeding period. This yields a weight gain of 160 to 200 pounds, which puts swine at a market weight between 240 to 280 pounds. The weight range for our county fair is 200 at a minimum and 280 pounds maximum. A range of possibilities exist for weight gain. Some pigs will gain faster or slower than others. Feed conversion is not only genetic but environmentally influenced as well. Show pigs' structure. The first area you should evaluate is structure. If a baby pig has poor structure, it will be difficult for the animal to function as a 260 to 280 pound market-ready hog. They should move freely and stand square and straight on their feet and legs. Pigs' feet should be pointed straight ahead. Avoid animals that toe in or toe out. Remember, they should stand square and straight on those feet and legs. Look for the animal to have long, smooth strides as they walk. The animal's shoulders should tie smoothly in with its neck and make a 45-degree angle with the body. The hocks. The hock is the joint in the back leg between the ham and hoof. Evaluate the hock for proper flexibility, often referred to proper set to the hock. Avoid animals that have too much flex, which would be sickle-hocked, or have limited flex, which would be post-legged. If the legs are pointing forward, the hock should be also. Avoid animals that are bow-legged or cow-hocked. Also evaluate the pasterns. Pasterns are the joints that connect the fetlock to the top of the hoof. Ideally, the pasterns should make a 45-degree angle with the ground. Muscle and structure go hand in hand. You should evaluate the animal's muscle from behind, the side, and down their top. Market hogs should be thick, level, and have a wide ham. The muscling in the ham should be long and deep, creating an expressive look in the animal's hindquarter. Expressive muscle refers to muscle that you see on a live animal. Heavily muscled pigs will also be wide in their shoulders and chest floor. Muscle indicators from the side view would be the turn to the ham, fullness of the loin, width of the forearm, muscle expression through their blade and top, bone size, depth and spring of rib. The muscle indicators from the rear and the top view, the width behind the shoulder, width and fullness of the loin, width of the hip, width from stifle to stifle, as well as their base width. Balance. Balance and eye appeal refer to the combination of structural correctness, muscle, and finish. Pigs that combine these traits very well are said to be complete. A hog that is correctly balanced is proportional and pleasing to look at on the side profile. Tall-fronted with their neck attaching high onto the top of their blade, level-topped, level-hipped, with a clean underline and a clean jowl. Let's talk about sheep and goats. Market lambs and goats are normally weaned and sold at 2 to 3 months of age and shown anywhere from 6 to 9 months. Lambs and goats are normally purchased weighing 30 to 50 pounds. These animals remain on feed for approximately 5 to 8 months and gain approximately 1 pound of weight per 5 to 6 pounds of feed. Final weight is dependent on the frame size and what feed the animal is provided. Ideally, market lamb weight ranges from 110 to 160 pounds, and market goats range from 60 to 115 pounds. Our county fair minimum weight for sheep is 90 pounds with no maximum weight. Minimum for goats is 60 with no maximum weight. Structure. Lambs and goats should be straight and square on both ends of their skeleton. Their neck should come out of the top side of their shoulder, and they should be long and level from hooks to pins. All 4 feet should be pointed forward, avoiding toeing in or out. And when evaluating structural correctness, look for the animal to cover its tracks, as well as proper hock flexibility, avoiding sickle-hocked and post-legged animals. Along with hock structure, from behind, legs should hit the ground straight and forward, avoiding bow-legged and cow-hocked animals. These animals should also be heavy-boned and strong in their pasterns, ideally at a 45-degree angle. Avoid lambs and goats that are weak-topped, round-hipped, and open-shouldered. Muscle. A naturally big-hipped, wide-made lamb or goat will have the ability to lay more muscle and mass onto their skeleton, whereas a narrow-based animal doesn't have the frame to carry as much muscle. Some place to look to find muscle would be from the rear view, pin width, width from stifle to stifle, shape and boldness of lower quarter, and their base width. From the top view, you can look at the width and shape of their rack, the boldness of their rib, the width and fullness of their loin edge, the width and squareness of their hip. And from the side, you can look at the turn to their leg, expressiveness of rack, fullness of loin, width of their forearm, depth and spring of rib. And from the 3/4 view, you can also look again at that turn to that leg, expressiveness of the rack, fullness of the loin, width of the forearm, depth and spring of their rib, and their base width. Balance and eye appeal is essential in today's market show industry. They must combine muscle, structural correctness, and finish, all while maintaining an eye-appealing package. A balanced sheep or goat will have plenty of muscle while maintaining the appropriate degree of finish. Cleanliness and levelness of lines shows as shallow-chested and gets progressively deeper as you move back into a deep, full flank and is necessary to complete a balanced appearance. They should have a long and clean neck that connects smoothly to the top of their shoulder. A smooth, level top line and hip will add to the balance of the animal as well. Some places to look for balance and eye appeal would be cleanliness and levelness of those lines. They should be tall-fronted, long extended necked, and deep full flanked.